Snodgrass Malone coming at you here with another Mezco 112 review. Been diving into the Mezco lately. The tactical suit Batman definitely inspired me to give him another shot, and lo and behold, this shows up on my doorstep. Hit the pre-order button on this thing and went ahead and paid for it months ago because, as you know, if you know anything about Mezco and their prices, this is not a cheap figure. But what really made me want it was the fact that it's made out of polystone. And I thought, wow, a polystone action figure. So basically it's a posable statue. And this is an actual tin box right here. And of course we see Darkseid, we see the Omega anti-life symbol, Mezco 112, nice DC logo. Kind of red and black on the side. On the top you have Darkseid. On this side you have MezcoToys.com. Darkseid again. When we look on the back, and we kind of see everything that the figure comes with. You have 5 interchangeable hands, 4 interchangeable face plates. As usual, the 112 collective display base and adjustable posing set and mother box. And then you got several really cool pictures of Darkseid in action here. Here he is with the mother box opening a portal. And the second picture, he's kind of giving Superman his comeuppance. Maybe we don't know what Superman's done here, but he's obviously made Darkseid mad, and we all know what a nice guy Darkseid is. And you kind of got that standoff picture, hitting him with the Omega beams, and then the last panel, he's kind of looks triumphant in all his glory. I guess he defeated the Man of Tomorrow in that picture. All right, well let's first we're just gonna go ahead and get this thing open, and please forgive the still hadn't figured out the camera thing yet, but we're getting there. So let's get into this. The box is hinged like this, so the door is hinged, and that's really nice. And then you basically just have these foam inserts. So you have a sleeve there, and when you first open it, you see you have the Omega head up here, a battle damaged head, a partially smiling head, and then you have several different hands, and then you have a mother box in here. And this feels like it's made out of metal. So then you you can see this cutout area. There's Darkseid. So that's your first layer. Then when you remove that, well, looks like that fell out. You have another layer with the stand, the batteries, which I did cheat today. I put those in ahead of time, and the armature that goes into the stand. And then you have a cape, and this right here is really interesting. This is metal, so that really adds a lot of, that's a very cool factor. So let's get this box out of the way, and let's look at the Lord of Apocalypse himself, kind of get a really good look at him. And let's go through the posability on this guy. All right, here he is. He really he's really weighted. He's got some weight to him. Yeah, wow. Stands pretty tall. Let's see. Let me get a ruler on this guy. There's a T-square, but that works, right? Oh, okay. Gotta go the other way. Oh! Maybe 6.5. 6.5 inches. It's pretty big for a 112 figure, I guess. I hope I'm reading that right. Yeah. So we pull him up close here. You can see a lot of the details. And when you move it, it's very firm, but yet loose. Like, you can see how easily I'm posing this guy. He's got that's a great facial expression on him. The arm is one here, then you can kind of go out with it. You can twist the fist about 360, and you can also, no, you can't move the glove so much. So it's very basic. I mean, keep in mind this thing's polystone, so you're not going to get too much posability. You have an ab crunch right there. Then of course the same thing on this side. This is metal. This is metal. The back of the helmet feels like it's metal. The belt is metal. the boots are metal. And so when you get down here to the legs, you do have an ab crunch. Not a lot. That's about it. And that might maybe, what, 2/8 of an inch of movement right there. Then you kind of have the knee. And the foot can move. You have pegs on the bottom. Once again, metal. So it's a very weighted figure. But man, it's just really, really cool. Like I said, posable statue. I mean, so, don't go into this thing thinking that, I'm going to buy this Darkseid and have some really dynamic fighting poses. I don't really think that's the point of this figure. I mean, this is kind of like one of those things, and the reason I bought it is, it really said to me, hey, this is breaking new ground here. This is something that hasn't been done before. So I would, if you're going to get it for that reason. That's the best reason to buy this thing. So let's, like I said, I did cheat because, I'm kind of in the honeymoon phase with this thing. I'm wondering when I'll fall out of love with it or if that day will ever come. So you do have the batteries inside the head and you have a switch right here. And this head pops off really easy. You can see this kind of, I'm going to call it a nipple. It's kind of keep our minds out of the gutter, guys, but that's kind of what it looks like to me. And it goes into this, the peg goes into this hole, and it's a really smooth snap. So once you do that, you hit that switch. I mean, look at that. That's pretty darn cool right there. I want a whole room in my house. Like I want a library with carved Kirby symbols on the shelves, old books with crazy, apocalypse symbols on it, just to put this figure on. Mezco, please make a Calabac or a Orion, or better yet, what would really look good with this is a Metron. That would be really rocking. Of course, Orion to that rivalry will be a lot of fun. So let's kind of demonstrate this head a little bit better. Once again, we're going to turn it off right here. And he's got a couple of different faces he comes with. One, you gotta, to remove the face, it's weird. It's kind of like you push up, maybe. Now that the camera's on, I can't do it. But, oh, there we go. So you kind of push, it feels like you're pushing up and maybe inching out just a bit. So yeah, you see the inside of it. That's where you unscrew the battery setup, and then you put your batteries in there. And he comes with this really cool kind of Omega Blast thing. Like he's about to just lay somebody out. Okay, so let's turn on, first let's put the head piece back in. So here he is with the eyes. And then I'm going to need a tool to turn that on. No, there we go. Boop. And it doesn't really light up all the way through. Sunlight's coming in the studio here, so it's a little bit harder to see at this point. But, you can kind of see some of the light up action going on there with that. That's a pretty, maybe you could put, here we go, put Thanos here, what better, he's like, set him up like he's about to zap Thanos. Of course, Thanos has got the gauntlet, so that'd probably be a pretty good fight. But yeah, just the Omega Beams and Darkseid, that's like the hot dog with the bun, right? So it's really cool that it came with that feature. So once again, let's pop this off, and let's try out another facial expression real quick. He's got this one face right here that it looks like he has just had the crap beat out of him. So his stone skin is cracked, and you can kind of see, looks like he's been punched by Kal-El a couple times. You can really see where it's broken up, like he's been through a battle. I mean, that's a fun, very fun feature right there. Okay, and once again, up and kind of out. Gets the face out. And here you go with the last face. I guess this is just kind of this is him smiling. This is a nice, oh, this is actually better than the, I think I like this face better than the face that it came assembled with. That's a really good, kind of a sinister, I'll hang your head in my trophy room, Kryptonian kind of expression going on there. Wow, really nice. I think I'm just gonna keep the eyes on because I'm just in love with that. Like I said, I'm totally in the honeymoon phase with this guy. Um, Not really much on switching out hands on a lot of the figures, but considering that we have a mother box, I think it's kind of cool. It would be kind of cool to do. So let's grab one of these hands here. Here we go. I think the mother box could probably fit into this. There we go. Yeah. Okay, and we'll see how easy. I've never done this before, so this is the first time on camera. Oop. Okay, pegs off really easy. And let's get the hand back on here. That's kind of weird because it doesn't really give you that kind of that give that lets you know that, hey, it's on there. Okay, I guess it's on there now. Yeah, that's pretty nice. You know, he's got the hand up. So let's see if we can't put the box. Yeah, kind of. There we go. Very nice. You gotta love Kirby. I mean, and another thing I think that's really cool, and I've watched other reviews. So once again, like I said, I'm a big cheater here today. Is you don't lose the mother box. It's magnetized. You just put it back on the belt. For a good place for storage. You know, why wouldn't Darkseid have that on him anyway? I mean, he's Darkseid. All right. Yeah. I'm gonna go back to the fisted hand just to kind of keep it simple. All right, yeah, okay. And let's see. Like I said, here's the cape. These are metal shoulder pads. So I know the only time I remember seeing Darkseid in a cape was back in the day with the Superpowers collection. They that Darkseid figure came with a cape. It's not a look I'm used to with him, but you know, it's kind of nice. You know, give him kind of that Darth Vader vibe. And I do like the shoulder. I actually like the shoulder pads. I think it would really be cool. Some nice striping in the back of that thing. I think it'd really be cool if, and I guess you would have to custom to do this, if we could just take this cape out. If that was like magnetized or snapped in, and you could just do these big shoulder pads on him. But let's try the cape too before we just completely you say, hey, that was a waste of whatever. Let's kind of maybe try to push it out. Yeah, I think the shoulder pads look great. The cape, you know, I'm kind of iffy on that. But it is a nice, you know, like I said, once again, that's metal. I mean, that's a high quality. We're talking high quality shit here, guys. So, you know, like, you know, not a lot of posability. Great weight to the figure. Amazing detail on it. And just really looks striking with that Omega red eye glow kind of going on there, and just he's staring us down. So now that we got him back against the wall here, hopefully he can fit in the frame. Let's do some comparisons with some other figures. Like, you know, we already brought Thanos in, so let's just bring back Thanos. Now, this is the Marvel Legends reissue Walmart exclusive Thanos that came out this summer, and kind of like for the Infinity War thing. They do make bigger Thanoses than this. I think the probably the Disney Select Thanos would look a lot better next to this guy, rather than this one. But it's still a really nice figure, and if you can find this, I think he's about $20. Okay, and since we're kind of going with big, bulky characters, let's keep it in the DC universe. Still put him next to this Kilowog Build-A-Figure from the Mattel Universe Classics. It scales pretty well with that. That's a pretty good looking pairing. And, of course, you know, I don't think it would be a true Darkseid review if you didn't put Kal-El in there, the Man of Steel. This is an old 2003 Superman figure. It's one of my favorite Superman figures. Yeah, it looks pretty good. It kind of scaled. Now, Superman is on his base here, so he would actually sit shorter than that. Yeah. I mean, for me personally, this figure, I never see people give 10 out of 10 ratings. Okay. everybody kind of critiques things like it's not posable enough, or the fabric on the costume is not enough, or if you try to get him in a sitting pose, you're gonna be able to see up his skirt. Okay, yeah, that's all nitpick. I'm not a nitpick kind of guy. When I like something, I like something. For me, this is 10 out of 10, just because it's original. It really looks great. It's got an amazing light up feature, and it's made out of freaking polystone. So if you're looking for something that's just fresh, new, groundbreaking, and hopefully is going to lead into more high-end 112 collective figures, I say get this thing. I mean, I'm very, very happy with my purchase. Yeah, I'm not complaining here, guys. If you're a Mezco fan, this is obviously, they're kind of a niche market. Like I said, they make the Hot Toys level quality figures at 112 scale. And wow, I've got I do have the Sideshow Lobo and the Sideshow Superman. I wish they had a Sideshow version with this sculpt on that scale. That would be absolutely amazing. But hey, I have this figure and I'm very happy with it. I definitely suggest getting this. I got mine at Big Bad Toy Store, and like I said, I put it in pre-order. You can probably find him on Amazon still. He could sit there for a while. He could be there for a year. I don't know. I think this guy, it's going to be a sleeper, but when this thing is gone, it's going to be long gone. My suggestion would be to get it. And if you're a Darkseid fan, if you're a New Gods fan, if you're a DC guy like me, yeah, this is a get it before it's gone kind of situation. All right, guys, I appreciate you watching. If you want to start some discussion, hit the like button, subscribe. Drop some comments. Your video was the most amazing thing I saw today. Blah blah blah. You have fun out there. Have fun collecting. And do something positive today, and do something good for somebody else. Take care.